Hey everybody, it's Alyssa here from the Township of Washington Library for another edition of Teen Reads. This week I have 3 excellent choices that are available for you, and we're just going to dive right into it. And we're going to get started with, I guess this one's really perfect for this week, but it's been perfect for, this entire decade. The last several years, the word or the phrase fake news has been such a hot phrase and hotly debated as well. So this book that I have is called True or False, a CIA Analyst's Guide to Spotting Fake News. It's by Cindy L. Otis, and it's really cool. This is a great book to bring into your social studies, history, politics classes, poli-sci, whatever it is that you're studying or looking at, and also really good for you to read as a citizen yourself, as a human being. Some of the topics in the book cover making sure you see fact versus opinion, what the difference is, viral news, political cartoons. It's obviously very modern, so it talks about social media and the things that are portrayed or put out in social media. Of course, it talks a lot about the 2016 election, newspapers, media outlets, statistics. So important for you to understand statistics and where do they come from, and looking up your sources, and that even if you see something, it might not be coming from a correct source, and how to do your research. And it's really interesting, and it's not that much of a long read, and it's not too taxing. It's actually very engaging and interesting. And let me see if I can find a page that has it's well cited. You know, your teachers are probably always telling you to cite your sources and to back up all of your claims. This book has receipts, okay? This book is full of footnotes and endnotes, and there are tons. You can see there are some, where is it? Like right here. There are notes all throughout this book. And of course, all of the sources are listed here, so you can go and you can continue to look up the information. This book presents it really clear and really unbiased, and just lets you know what's what and what's true and what is propaganda, and it just brings it into a more modern world. Maybe you don't want to hear about it from your history teacher. Sorry, history teachers, but you know, even though this book spells it out for you, if you're a good researcher and you're interested in these topics and you're interested in politics and for standing up for yourself and making informed choices, all of these notes at the back, they're your friend. So I highly recommend this one. Again, it is called True or False, and it is available in the teen room. Something that is also really important. I just read this book this week just to review it because I had read a similar one that I really liked and appreciated, and this book is great for all ages, and I highly recommend it. This is called Body Talk. 37 Voices Explore Our Radical Anatomy. It is edited by Kelly Jensen, but you can find it in the nonfiction section. It's 306.4 BOD. We list it under Body Talk because that's what it's called. Look at all these different authors, athletes, artists, actors, media personalities, all of these people who are here to write about size and shape, scoliosis, several different stories about scoliosis actually, eating disorders, cancer, sexuality and gender identity, makeup as body armor. There's a lot of stuff about illnesses, chronic illnesses, about being blind, being deaf, being in your body and learning about what that means, and being beautiful inside and out, and being accepted by yourself, and not letting anything get you down. And so this book was written by people who are so diverse, and they are all different expressions and gender identities and abilities, and just there are so many different people from all walks of life, and that's the kind of book that you want to read. You want to hear that perspective from so many different kinds of people, because of course every person from all different cultures and identities and places in the world, they all have different bodies. They all have different experiences, different health challenges and triumphs. I mean, this book is more about the triumphs than anything else, and that no matter what you are feeling or going through, you can do it, and you should embrace who you are. And the stories in this book are amazing and inspiring. Kelly Jensen has also done another book like this. It is called Don't Call Me Crazy, and it's very similar. It's a bunch of different authors, artists, personalities, actors, etc., coming together to write about mental illness. We also have that one, and it's really, really important. And then the last one is, what's the other one that Kelly Jensen put together, is also really good. It's called Here We Are, Feminism for the Real World. Also another book that we have. And even as an adult, I found these stories to be inspiring. Because like I said, they're written by people of all different ages and all different walks of life, and it's applicable at any age. And I think that it's really valuable for you to read and learn about as a young person who's forming who you are. And like, you're really, you know who you are, but you're really starting to set yourself in stone when you're a teenager and as a young adult. And so this, you know, like I said, this book talks about everything, even from being comfortable talking to your doctor about your body and being comfortable with your body and bodily functions and illness and mental health, and even things, there's even like a little blurb about remembering to be kind to people who need to use plastic straws, because we have to remember that all sorts of people need all sorts of different accommodations and tools, assistive tools. And it talks about assistive devices, and just, I mean, there's just everything in here. And if you want to learn more about other people in your life and about yourself, this is a really good one. And I'm gushing about it, but it's really good. Highly recommended. This next one that I'm reading is a hefty, hefty graphic novel. You may know it as a webcomic by Abby Howard, but here we have the first book of the webcomic all compiled into one place. The Last Halloween, Book 1, Children. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. First of all, I love the illustration style. I mean, if you are like me and you live spooky 24/7, 365 days a year, you're probably going to speak to this aesthetic. This aesthetic is going to speak to you. You're going to have a great conversation. So, let's see. For every human on Earth, there is a monster connected to them. Now the barrier keeping them out of the human world has been broken, and they're all loose, wreaking havoc across the planet. Chased out into the Halloween night, 10-year-old Mona meets some very strange new friends, a ghoul, a vampire, and her own monster. Together they search for the only human who can restore the barrier, save the world, and keep this from being the last Halloween. Listen, I know Halloween is over, but spooky season never really ends in your heart, right? Okay, so this book is great. I will say that it is definitely scary. It's definitely scary, and it is gory, but of course it's just graphic novel gore. It's not super realistic graphic, but it is gory. So if that kind of thing is not your jam, then maybe this is not for you. So I just want to put out that fair warning that it is gory. But I love it. It's got a really awesome, dark, dry, funny sense of humor. I am really into it, and I am looking forward to reading book 2. I don't know when book 2 is going to be put together like this and released, but it is on Abby Howard's website, and you can read it as a webcomic as it was originally written. So I think that it is really awesome. I love the humor in it. I love the designs of the characters, and I really just, the dialogue, the punchy back and forth, the sarcasm, the wit, and just the overall story of the monsters and what's happening to the world that they're in is very cool and very fun. And like I said, it is definitely a little scary and a little intense at times, but it's awesome. I think it is perfect for a lot of you, and that is available in our graphic novel section. You should definitely check out more of Abby Howard's work. Abby has a big presence online and also a Patreon if you are into that world and you want to support local, not local, but small artists and small businesses. Check that out as well. Okay, so those are my 3 choices for this week, and they're all over the board and they're so different, but we have so many different things available in the teen room, so that's just a small sampling. If you're still not sure what to read, you can always drop me an email. My email is on the front page of our website if you scroll down a little bit, or you can fill out the book match form, which is on the top of every page on our website, and I will help you out and give you some recommendations of things that are all available right here for you for curbside pickup, or in our new 24/7 lockers if you haven't checked those out yet. All right, everyone, that is it for me for today. I will see you next time with some more teen reads.